Welcome back. We've got UTSA this week. Now, last week was brutal. That was a horrible game all around against one of the more beatable opponents on our schedule, and it's not going to get any easier this week as we face UTSA, who will probably be the second best team we play this year. This is going to be a tough matchup, and we're on the road against one of the better opponents that we're going to face. We're not going to pull out our last alternates just yet. We'll wait till one of the later away games, and we're going to jump right into it. And we're going to start this game off by kicking it off. We're going to start out on defense. This will be very interesting to see how our defense is going to hold up against one of the best opponents that we're going to face this year. And their jerseys are pretty crispy. I like that sleeve design. It's going to be interesting, led out by Josh McCown's kid. That's pretty cool to see. And that's a good TFL on the opening play. And I forgot, they play this fast-paced, hurry-up offense. So this is going to be a true test of our defensive unit. And they gash us over the middle for a huge gain on the slant. Yet again, we cannot get off the field on third down. This hurry-up offense is going to be really interesting for us, playing like some true Roadrunners. Good TFL there. That might have been Marquise Adai or Devon Rete. They're just moving too quick. I couldn't really see who it was. It's a jet touch pass for a huge gain, and it's going to be 3rd and inches. It's a big 12-yard pickup there. Should be a pretty easy 3rd down conversion for them. It is not. We actually get a stop. That's looking like a very good punt. The ball is going to go out at the 6-yard line. Leon Riddick is out here. I'm not sure how long he's going to be able to stay out here with his injury risk. And that's only a 2-yard gain. I should not have gone to the outside. There was a pretty big gap up the middle-ish area. We're going to kind of go right back to that. And we can only get 3 more. Tasked with an early 3rd and 5 from our own 11-yard line. A punt here would be killer. It would put them in excellent field position. And Ty Washington gets the ball batted away by the linebacker. It was a good defensive play. Would anybody... Ben Jackson was the read there. And we're going to have to punt. And this is not a good punt whatsoever. This is going to be a big return if we can't wrap up. They have the ball at our 46. The last defensive stand was pretty much for nothing. They get the ball in almost the exact same spot they were in, already to the 34. With that big pass there on 1st down, setting up another 1st down. Good TFL by Kevin Hemphill. Way to shoot that gap. This hurry-up offense really is going to test our will all game. Fatigue is going to be setting in for most of our guys, which could be a kind of scary thing for us. Oh, Hemphill. Hemphill was just not in a good position. We had a shot there to get him off the field again. And we are unsuccessful yet again. That's a solid way to trip him up there. Force a short gain of 3. And our defense is not really in a good position here. Kevin Hemphill, you need to step up. Martin Wentz just gave him cushion in the red zone. What are you doing? Why is he even dropping back into coverage? He sucks. And that's kind of to be expected, having to punt it away from our own 11 or so. Gave him great field position to start out. See how Leon Riddick fares against their run defense here. Oof. And is met in the backfield immediately for a 2-yard loss. We're going to try to stab at it once more here on second, and this should be relatively better. Only get 4 back, and we're faced with a pretty early third down yet again. Leon gets a good first down. And that D tackle makes another good block shed and is causing havoc, wreaking havoc in the backfield for us. Leon is struggling today. In the rush, we take a massive sack of 13 as I'm trying to evade the pass rush. And we have 3rd and a mile. 3rd and 25 here. We're just going to check down to Leon. Maybe he can make a man miss. He can't. Only gets 5 back. And we have to punt it. Need Turpin to lay the wood here. Makes a good tackle. They're already pretty much at midfield. After that huge sack. That was just a bad sack to take for us. And you gotta expect they're gonna come out swinging here, trying to extend this lead. Keeping the ball on the ground. Oh my God, we can't make a tackle and he gets a massive gain. We had several bodies in the area and nobody wants to make an effort to bring him down. We need to figure out what to do on defense. Oh, I thought I was in a pretty good position, but he just got a step on us with that shifty slot receiver, and they are going to extend this to 14-0. We kind of expected this game to probably be a blowout. This is the toughest opponent we've faced so far. Because remember, UC Santa Cruz was only high 70s. This team is all mid 80s. They've done a good job recruiting in real life. I think they have a former 5-star somewhere in that corner, if I'm not mistaken. That's a good run there. Actually found some running success. And didn't get completely consumed by that D tackle as we may here, but we don't. Leon has the speed to get around him and gets a first down. I'm going to call a play action here. Maybe we can catch them on their toes. Good ball by Marco Bars as he takes a big hit, and Jeffrey might go all the way. He won't, but he is down to the 4-yard line to end the first quarter. That was a really good pass by Marco Bars. Took a huge hit as he threw that. I'd love to see the replay there. Maybe not a huge hit, but there was several guys in his face, and he got that ball off perfectly. Led Stepanovic with a great touch pass. That's going to set us up in scoring position to begin the second quarter. We're going to try to cook up the RPO bubble here. Nick Boutte finds the end zone, and we have brought this game back to within 7. That is a hell of a way to answer against a giant opponent for us. Comparatively, they are a giant. And we bang down the extra point and make it a 7-point game. And we have got one stop this game already, so we know it is possible. We need another one. What do we want to do here? That's a good TFL by Turpin. Let's send a blitz here in second. At least we tackled him, and it wasn't a huge game because there was nobody else out there if he would not have been tackled. Screen! That's going to be a big time first down for him. And he's still going! This guy's an absolute unit. Number 31. Took an army to bring him down. He's just bouncing off of everybody. And there he gashes us again. We're going to send another blitz here. Now I'm actually going to use a rete. Try to sneak past. That's a good sack by Tyrell DuBose. Now we need to follow it up big here on second down. Martin Wentz is out here. I hate this guy. He sucks. Good pass breakup. We need to get off the field. They're gonna audible to something. Might just be flipping the play. It's a screen. We need to make a tackle. Somebody make a tackle. No! He ran by 10 guys in the vicinity. And that's good pass coverage there to force a throwaway, but that last third down, just, you can feel the life get sucked right out of this team, and I'm stuck on Jake Cole. This is not good, and Owen McCown is just going to scramble in to extend the lead back to 14. And he hits the Heisman pose. That was an absolute defensive breakdown on that third down with the huge gain. Dude, stop. My old man cat screaming in the background. He's deaf, 17 years old. Don't think he can hear how loud he is. And I kind of got a little bit distracted by my cat there. That was not a good first down run for us. Get Jesse Cutrera the ball. A solid pickup of 7 to make it third and much more manageable. We're going to need some good blocks here. And we get some pretty solid blocks for a big third down conversion by Leon Riddick. It's nice when Leon is not completely banged up and out of the game. So he's a great weapon to rely on. We had Stepanovich, we had Riddick, and possibly even Ty Washington. Just couldn't get the ball off there. Pressure was absolutely screaming in our face. Leon takes a big hit, and you gotta hope that doesn't push up that injury risk. He did get a pretty good rest last week, so hopefully he's good to go. He's back out here on third down. Jesse is just short, but we've got to go for it here. I think we're just going to line up a little bit of QB sneak cheese. And hopefully this massive D tackle doesn't wreck us. We do successfully convert there. Barely. That D tackle was right up in our face. And Leon gets a good 9-yard pickup after a pretty slow start. And I jinxed it. There's that D tackle again, wreaking havoc. We'll try this rollout flood. And Cutrera can't hang on through contact. Coach wants us to go for it. I do agree with him. At midfield, kind of have to go for these. And we can't pick up a block. There's instant pressure. I don't even have time to make a good read. And that drive stalls out. Oh, God. Please tell me it's a hold. It is. This should be coming back. And that's pretty big. We just can't let them gash us here. 1st and 20, a stop would be huge. We limit them to 4. Is it bold to blitz here? I don't know. I'm doing it anyways, and I don't like Yancey in coverage, especially man-to-man coverage. Thankfully, they keep it on the ground, but it doesn't matter. We shoot the wrong gap, and that's going to be a touchdown. A 65-yard touchdown for the Roadrunners. They now extend the lead 28-7. We knew this game was going to be tough. We knew we probably didn't have a shot to win, but I would like to have kept it a little bit closer in the first half than this. And you can't really do that when you don't convert or don't put yourself in positions to score. It's going to be a good run by Leon here. Leon to the outside for a huge run. We're going to see what these safeties are doing. Ute could be a move. I threw it way too early to Leon. I just kind of was a little bit spooked by the previous pressure that we've been facing and tried to get it off way too early. We're actually just going to get back to the run here. Don't want to become too predictable in the passing game. Doesn't help. Unsuccessful mind games. And we can't thread the ball in there to Cutrera. 48 yards for our kicker. There is no way we make this. I'm going to call a timeout. I mean, you saw how fast that kick meter's moving. It's physically impossible for me to time that up. Really sucks not having a competent kicker. And that ball is severely off target by Marco Bars. Stepanovic had separation. If Marco could have led him there, that would have been a big 4th down conversion for us, but he just does not put that ball on the money. And it's unsuccessful. This could be a game where Marco gets benched again. And we see a little bit of Rico Marrero, possibly. We do have the red shirt on. I believe Cam Hazelwood is the sophomore or freshman that looks pretty solid. So he actually may get some time. Good pass breakup by Billy Adcock. I thought that was a surefire possible touchdown. Jake Cole dropping back into coverage. We can't have a D tackle dropping back. This defensive scheme is horrible. And we may really have to consider moving on from our defensive coordinator in the offseason. Because this has just been bad all around. And they're going to call a timeout. They do really want to extend this lead even more before half. And we got to stop this from getting really ugly. Good pass break up there by Marquise Adai. And the coverage is very good, and we force McCown to hold the ball too long, and we get a sack with Jake Cole. This is going to be, it's not really a big third down. I mean, it's important, or it's not really important, but it would be nice to actually get a stop. What was that? That's an absolute joke. Wow. Our defense has fully collapsed, and it was very evident on that play. We had everything locked down. Our corner saw the receiver running back to the QB and just gave up. Good pass lead there. Why couldn't you do that on the last ball to Jeffrey Stepanovich? And we're not going to pull Marco just yet. I think that'll be in the third quarter. We'll give Marco this last possession. But his day, I do kind of want to be over. And I was just waiting for Stepanovich to get open over the middle. That linebacker was just keeping pace pretty well. In a good position for the most part. And we're just going to try to take a deep shot. Stepanovich is only on a short route, so we're going to throw it up to Boutte, and it's probably going to be batted down by their star corner. Really rough first half all around, but our expectations weren't very high coming into this game, as they are a very well-rounded opponent. But I would have, like I said before, I would have liked to have kept that lead a little closer. 28 is just brutal. We have allowed some huge plays. Before we start the second half, we are going to bench Marco Bars. And we're going to give redshirt sophomore Cam Hazelwood a look. Now, Marco is better rated in some categories, but he's also a little bit older. So if Cam Hazelwood impresses us, he might be second or third string next season. But we are bringing in two guys who I think will be better than everybody we have. And Hazelwood is now 14, with the numbers touching. I hate it. I wish EA would fix that. It's very frustrating. This is going to be Cam Hazelwood's first throw. See how this goes. Good throw on the run, and Jeffrey Stepanovich breaks one, makes a man miss. That was a pretty solid first pass for Cam Hazelwood of 27 yards. Good cut, but we can only manage 4 out of it. Now let's see how Cam Hazelwood operates on the RPO bubble. It'll be Tim Theus getting the ball. I think he is god-awful slow. Gets the first down, though. Gonna keep the ball on the ground to Leon here. He gets out of the horrid blocking there, only for 2. That gap just immediately got destroyed. Cam Hazelwood's going to sprint out. Can he throw it on the run? And it's not accurate. We had Cutrera over there. But if I would have planted my feet, we would not have had that separation, unfortunately. Oh my. Ty Washington, you have got to hold on to that. I guess we'll kick a field goal here. Well, at least we'll try. Meter is still moving very fast. And it's a miss. Yet again. This meter just moves so fast. Even on a 37-yarder, it's damn near impossible for me to line it up. That is why we're pursuing kickers in this recruiting class, because Carmassi is just awful. He gives us no chance to put field goals on the board. And that's going to be another empty drive. Can we get a stop? Can we just do something? Show that you have some pride. We're not going to win this game by any means. Good pass breakup. And he's injured. Whoever laid that hit, you're going to find a check in your locker after the game. Because that's showing that you have pride. Not giving up there. Forcing the incomplete pass. And let's see if we can keep things moving on offense. I feel a little bit bad for Leon Riddick, because he has had a really good game, but everybody else on the offense has kind of gotten in his way, put it lightly. And the blockers just keep killing him as well. And we're tasked with yet another third down here. Boutte hangs on through tough contact. Let's try to get something working here. The run game. We're going to go back to the bubble here. We're going to give it to Boutte. And he gets a first down and more. Leon fights through contact and breaks it. Alright, and Casey Rashad checks in the game after a really good effort play by Leon Riddick. Can only get one there. Wanted to get that to Ty Washington. It's going to be yet another third down for us. We have actually struggled greatly. Ben Jackson, though, makes a good catch and a good run to keep this drive moving. Sure, we'll give it to Tim Theus on the bubble again. Maybe he can get in. Nope. Brandon Brown is injured. That's the defensive tackle that has been wreaking havoc on us. So we're actually going to attack that. We're going to see if we can punch it right up the gut. We don't, but we bring it to the 2-yard line. I'm not liking the bubble here. So we're going to try another inside zone. And this should be a touchdown for Leon Riddick to continue his excellent day. Ooh. Okay. That was a good drive for our offensive unit. Showed a little bit of pride. Boys were rallying behind Cam Hazelwood there. Do like to see that. I'm sure Marco Bars probably would have... He's played fine. Just a couple of plays that I didn't really like. And, I mean, we're not going to win this game. So we'll treat it as like a kind of testing out. Treat it as a test out game for Cam Hazelwood. See what we've got there. No harm, no foul. They're going to keep the ball on the ground for a big gain yet again. I am going to use her the safety here. Yep, they're just keeping on the ground. And why not? Because it has worked very well for them. We have zero answers. And they do pick up 5 to end the third quarter. We're going to be going into the fourth, down 21 points. Virtually impossible to pick up a win here. So like I said before, it's just playing for pride at this point. Executing some things that we went over in the film room. Good pick by Billy Adcock. The fact that we can even get a turnover against this team is huge. It's not going to really mean much for the outcome of the game, but like I said before, it's all about pride at this point. We're not just going to lay down and let them completely steamroll us. We're at least going to go down swinging. So we pick up another first down there. I do kind of like what I'm seeing from Cam Hazelwood so far. Relatively accurate. Good sideline ball to Jesse Gutierrez. Good check down. It's another first down for the Triceratops. And we're going to get back to the run game after a couple of passes in a row. And we get a good 8 there with Leon, who is very banged up. As expected, Casey Rashad now checks into the game. Dump it off to Ben Jackson. Ben Jackson has some space, and Ben Jackson is going to find the end zone. And the team is rallying behind Cam Hazelwood right now. 2 scores on his first 2 drives. Pretty much still would need a miracle to even get really back in this game, but like I said, we're not going down without a fight. We're not just going to let this team completely steamroll us as they come out in 5 wide. That's a big gain of 9 for them, and they're still in this hurry-up offense. As if they're not kind of completely obliterating us. And they take the check down for only about a yard. I would expect a run here on 3rd and inches. So I'm going to try to shoot this gap with Hemphill. And it's a run to the tight end. It's an interesting play call, as they do pick up the first down. Wow, this guy. Good TFL. I think that was Marquise Adai that finally actually brought him down. That's a big pick by Devon Rattay. Stepanovic was open there. I just dropped back too far. Was waiting for other things to develop. I saw him at the last second. Tried to get it there, but could not, as we take a big hit. Ty Washington. Ty Washington cuts up the field. Ty Washington's still going. He's still going. And he gets a touchdown. And we are now only down by 7 points. That was an insane effort play by Ty Washington, breaking several tackles to find the end zone. And just like that, we've brought it to within 7. This has somehow become a game. Oh, and he makes a man miss for a big chunk play there. And they're back in this hurry-up offense. Good cut up. I shot the wrong gap. It's a good gain of 4. Really got to get a stop here. Good tackle by Blair Stewart. And You gotta think this could be the game on the line right here. If we do not get a stop, that could just seal our fate. And we get the sack we needed. And we're gonna force a punt. And now we have an opportunity to tie this game. After being down by 21, who would believe that we are now within 7 points with a chance to tie it? If you told me that 20 minutes ago, I would not have believed you. Check down to Jesse Cutrera for a decent gain of 6. They're pressing too. Oh, we take a sack that we cannot afford to take. And just like that, they kind of have reclaimed the momentum and forced us in a really tough situation. And we cannot throw over the linebacker. We throw right to him, and that effectively will seal the game. I was trying to pass lead more off to the right around the linebacker, like lob it kind of over him, but I unfortunately bullet passed that, and that will actually seal it, most likely. Just spamming the bumper, trying to get some kind of punch out. And that's kind of an unfortunate way to end it. We brought it all the way back and throw a pretty bad interception there. And I whiff on the tackle, and Jake Cole can't bring him down, and he's down to the 6-yard line. Just like that. And they're going to extend this lead most likely to 14. And outside of that pick on the last drive, Cam Hazelwood played really, really well. Brought us right back in the game. The defense made a couple of crucial stops, including a great interception there too. So they do let another 7 in, but they didn't start off in great field position or on the defensive unit. Their offense did, as that pick set them up pretty well. And even though we lost this week, I'm pretty impressed with the way we got ourselves back into that game leading up to that last offensive drive. Just couldn't pull off the complete comeback. But I think there are some positives from this. And that's just a bad throw. On the run, crossbody. It's not really what we wanted to. How to end it with giving Hazelwood another pick. It's not really indicative of how well he did actually play for us. That was just kind of an arm punt, I suppose. We're just trying to chuck it out there. I should have probably thrown it away, but the game was over anyways. And we come out of this game only losing by 14 to a way better opponent. I'm really pretty pleased with how we held our own there in that second half, scoring 21 points to their only 7 in the second half. I'll say it again, I was relatively pleased coming out of that. Going into it, I thought we were just going to get absolutely steamrolled with them being 15, 16 overall better than us. Only losing by 14 there and actually having a shot to tie the game in the fourth was pretty impressive. And Tyrell Dubose gets MAC Defensive Player of the Week with 2 sacks, 3 tackles, and 3 TFLs. Ahmad and Case Vaharn are nearly all but committed at this point. Same with Tyreek Dunham. We're very close on him. We're just checking to see if anybody has committed outside of Smoker and Ladd. Doesn't look like it. How are we on these corners? Not looking good on Powell, but we've jumped up over Georgia on Nelson. Maybe we can get somebody else on our board, although that means we're going to have to take somebody off. And I think that we're going to take off Ronnie Waller and Julius Mangold. So that does free up 2 scholarships and 2 more targets for us. We're going to look to bring in a safety. Somehow have interest with Terry Newcomb, although Georgia is pursuing him. And for the second free position, we might just look to add another running back here. Donnie Biddle. That's a wild name. Now an elusive back is interesting. Major Witherspoon. That's a hell of a name. Let's get him on the board. And we're just going to offer him a scholarship because it's kind of funny. Kind of a funny name. That's going to do it all for this episode. Got Central Michigan coming up. Should be a pretty solid game. Should be relatively winnable. I know I say that every time, but maybe we can get one to click here. Maybe we won't go 0-12. We'll see. You'll have to find out. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you in the next episode.